Agora ele é aquela pegada. Fala com o Otto aqui.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
No, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Tá, fale com a Mid.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
É, aceitar, né? Lista de materiais. Atenda o pedido de Mid.
That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Tá, fale com a Sharon e com o Blackthorn. Pô, que missão legal, hein? Acabou de sair numa missão louca lutando com o Titã. O negócio mó calmo. Chato, cara. Quero lutas, lutas.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if
Carpinteiro?
Rodolph's available.
Cadê? Aqui embaixo? Oxi, como que eu desço? Ah, é verdade. Tinha esquecido esse elevador, mano.
Do with a good oil in this. Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom.
Caramba, Bardolph.
She needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally, I
Que
thought
nome incrível.
I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Então, fale com... E não, vá para o repouso da Marta. Nossa, que aventura louca, hein?
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Caramba, 300. Tá, cadê? Não é aqui não? Ah, é sim. Vamos fazer fast travel aqui não? Tá merda, hein? Ah, fazer aqui, ó. Punho rompido.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Cara, quer que eu limpe a área? Mate as criaturas. Não, não vou usar isso aqui. Quero usar o... Cadê? Esse. Não gostei tanto do Titã, não. Mega lagosta. Caramba, moleque. Que brabo. Cadê? Viram? Não, mais. Cadê? Ó, o dragão. Cara, mesmo com a melhor espada, tira muito pouco, mano. Que raiva. O que será? Será que tem nas habilidades tem alguma coisa com espada lá? Que eu não upei? Será que é isso? É, mas você ataca com quebrado. Derrota inimigos.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been.
Posso ficar preso ao
As soon as I'm
passado.
done saying a prayer
Bem
for
isso.
those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Ai, tal do Fast Travel é muito bom, não? Puta que pariu, mano. Melhor coisa.
All right, Clive. You've all done then.
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
Bernard.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Missão concluída. 300. Caramba. Alento da Terra. Punho Colossal. Diminui o tempo de recarga do Punho Colossal em 3 segundos. Nem vou usar mesmo.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Esse baú aí.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Mas tem que falar com esse cara aqui. O médico.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Ele parece desesperado mesmo.
Just tell me what you need.
No one knows herb lore like Taya, and she swears by
Misclick.
ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Priorizar já? Não deu tempo. Tá, o dele tem que falar o quê? Fala com o Gabe na biblioteca. Onde que é a biblioteca? Ah, o outro é a mesma coisa lá. Fale com o Gabe na biblioteca. Ah, não, obtenha... Hermônia. Pegar essas paradas logo, vai.
A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
Oxi.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't
No Nido
tell you
Dragão.
more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Vai. Geralmente essas missões dão muito XP. Por isso que é bom fazer elas. Tá, deixa eu ver. Zoom. Nossa, tem mais aqui em cima. A raiz do problema. Tá, onde que eu tô? Tá. Eu poderia ter um mapa ali, né, no canto esquerdo. No canto direito, quer dizer. Um minimapa. É por cima ou por baixo? Por baixo. Por baixo? É isso mesmo. Eu vou catar todas as secundárias aí que fica mais fácil. Tirando também dá muito ponto de habilidade, né? Tá, vamos ver o que tem no baú. Ah, tá aqui o cara.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
O nome da árvore, martel? Dois cestos de maçãs. Marcele. O que é? Sei lá. Algo aqui. Registro de experimento. Borromil, botânico-chefe. Legal. Deu pra ler legal. Preguiça. Fundamentos da botânica. Tá, tchau. Quero saber de botânica.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did.
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
Ir o pedido nada sutil de Nigel.
Tell me of
Barbara Morgus.
then.
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Vou priorizar aquilo que eu já tinha colocado pra priorizar. Tá, cadê? Tá, agora... Aí, tem aqui em cima já. Ah, entrega as maçãs. Nossa, mó perto.
It's all right.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her back. The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martell.
O problema é que tem que ser dois, né? São duas cestas de maçã, eu acho.
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. And I'd sort that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane mite. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Haven't you heard? Mid-back. Things are about to get interesting.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Que bom, cara do lado.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clyde, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you.
Pô, pega uma aí, mano. Tá no cesto aí, ó. 15 maçãs.
Thanks.
Porra, agora eu vou ter que descer lá pra pegar pra ele.
I'll see that the others
Preguiça.
get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples.
Tem que voltar lá.
I should head to the backyard and pass.
Ah, ainda bem que tem o Fast Travis.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die?
Pensa, irmão.
She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
É, ó, 250 XP. Falei, o negócio é bom, fi. Tá, agora... Tem mais algum aqui? Secundário? Não, né? Tá, vamos para... Deixa eu ver qual que é o 2. Não, vamos no 1 aqui que é só lutar, eu acho. Correndo, vai.
Slavers don't even bother with Northridge now all the hype.
É estranho, não apareceu a legenda do cara falando ali. Estranho, Moisés. A gente tem que procurar o grupo dos caras. Vai aparecer ali bem no meio. Tomara, né? Né, tem que procurar. Ih. Os caras aqui. What the fuck?
Get me back on my feet or tear that.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what...
One Piece?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
E o tamanho do bichinho ali, ó. Só vamos.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Vem, toma. Sofá. Vai, joga tudo, irmão. Eu pensei que ele ia continuar atacando e parou. Ah, deu bom, vai. 130 de XP, pouco, porém bom. É melhor que nada, né?
Who are you?
Serão só 2?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety. The life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you...
Caramba, irmão, chegou rápido, hein?
Too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
É isso aí, Sid. Quer dizer... Clive. Tá, cadê o próximo? Tá, o próximo é em... Aqui. Penhasco. O que é o penhasco? Obtenha a harmônia perto de Ambar. O que é harmônia?
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Tem uma coisa pesando, mano. Será que pesou minhas configuração?